Hello everyone, how's everyone today? Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, in this video we are going to run just a small test. This is a rather small field, as you can see, and right now we're just going through and mulching this field. The field has got 50% fertilizer from our chopped straw mod. That's our first stage. And as soon as we get done rolling it, we're going to plant it. And we're going to use two of the Seed Hawk planters to seed it. And if you watched my video, I don't know, it's been a couple of videos ago, we used two of the Seed Hawk planters, and it seemed as though on their right turns they would lose their distance. So we're gonna try that again, except I'm going to increase the distance on them, the convoy distance. On that video I had the convoy distance set at 330 feet. I think we're going to boost that up to about 400 feet and see if that helped any. We just got done, if you watched my last video, we just got done harvesting this field with 3 harvesters. They were class harvesters, and they harvested this field flawlessly. They kept their distance exactly and just did an absolute perfect job. Just absolutely perfect. So in this video today we are going to increase the convoy distance on those 2 planters and see if that helps their right turns, to keep them from losing each other, and see if we can get this field planted flawlessly, just like we did getting it harvested. So anyway, I'll get back with you. All right, well, we've got this field mulched, and let's just jump in here and we want to change our convoy distance. I think that's the only thing that we're going to want to do. We'll keep all the waypoints up for right now. Those are activated. Turning on field deactivated. Avoid driving in the fruit. That's activated. Everything looks good. Raise late, lower early. Sowing machine use fertilizer. We want to do that for sure. Now on this convoy distance, let's raise that up to 400. All right. Everything else looks great, so let's just save that. And we'll jump back in the other tractor. And let's just set him up exactly the same way. Everything looks good there. Everything looks good. All right. Okay. Now our convoy distance, 400 feet. All right. And let's save that. All right. Now, let's set up our course. All right. We will, that's field, let's see. Yeah, it's field 7 that we're looking at. So, is that field 7? I guess it is. All right. We are going to create a I guess that's field 7. Let me go look, because I'm not real sure here. Yes, that is field 7. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. All right, let's create a job. Field position. Let's put that right about right there. Okay, now we're going to generate a course. That's good. 2 tools. Field up and down in the center. All right. Skip rows. Do we want to skip a row? Let's try not. Let's do it without skip. Let's see. Do we want to do that? Yeah, I think let's skip a row. These tools are awful wide. It'll just make it a little easier for them to get turned around. All right, everything looks good there. Let's generate the field course. Looks like we have it. All right. All right. So, let's bring up our HUD. Now, one thing that we want to do is we want to go back in here and save this course. Okay, let's see, do we have a field? Yeah, we have field 7. All right, we want to save this course to field 7. And we're going to call this plant. P for 2 planters. Okay, now as you can see in our folder, this is field 7, and in that folder we have plant 2P. Okay, now let's get out of this. All right, now we want to start this guy at the first waypoint. There's the course that he's in, plant 2P. He's 1 left. All right. He is fired off. All right, now on this guy, we want to go in here and we got to load that course in him. So we'll highlight that course and we'll say load the course. All right, now we should be good to go. We are not. So we want to load the course. All right, we forgot to hit activate. All right, so now that course is loaded into him. Plant, 2 planters. We want to start him off at the first waypoint, and he'll be 1 right. Okay, well, let's just tell these guys to go to it. And we're just going to keep an eye on them. They're planting soybeans. So I have every reason to believe, and I do have all my hopes up, that they're going to do a good job. But we'll keep an eye on them. If you remember, the last time in the field right there to the right of us, when we planted that field, we used the same two planters, only we had them set at, I think the convoy distance was 330 feet. So the only thing that I have done is increased the convoy distance to 400 feet. But they had a problem on their right turns. They would kind of lose their distance on the right turns. So hopefully by raising that convoy distance, maybe that's going to help. So anyway, we'll just keep an eye on them and we'll find out. Boy, they sure look good though. Everything does look great. All right. We're just going to let them get up here to the end of the field, and we'll make sure that they get turned around okay. All right. Well, we're nearing the end of the field, so we'll just kind of sit back here and watch them, and keep your fingers crossed that we've helped the problem a little bit. I certainly do hope so, because we have some big fields that has to be planted, harvested and planted, and we really need for Courseplay to you know, stand up and be accounted for. I mean, the modders has come a long way, and I'm thinking now that a lot of it is me trying to get these things set up correctly. So I know I've put out a couple of tutorials, and yes, they should run like we set them up, but the difference being this is FS22, and it could be that things are different on FS22. Maybe we have to set things up a little differently as far as the distance and everything. So I don't know. You know, even if you set them up to stay 200 feet away from one another, they should still stay 200 feet away from one another. That's the way I see it. No matter whether it's FS19 or FS22, shouldn't make any difference. They should stay the distance away from one another that you set them at. But, yeah, it's that's the way it goes. But it looks like they have done real well here. This is where we had our problems in the past, is them losing their distance. And they have lost some of their distance, as you can see. But what would happen is they would gain that distance back on their left turns. I don't know why. But they lose it on the right turns and gain it back on the left turns. So, yeah. And that's exactly what they've done here. They lost some distance on that right turn. So we'll see if they gain it back on their left turn. Surely they will. All right. Now let's see if they gain their distance back. It also could have something to do with skipping a row. I don't know. But the last field that we planted, they would gain that distance back on the left turn. They'd lose it on the right turn, gain it back on the left turn, on the right turn. I'm sorry. They would lose it on the right turn, gain it back on the left turn. So let's see what happens here. And it looks good so far. All right. Well, it looks like they did. They gained some of it back. Yes. Yeah, the second planter, he's holding back a little bit. Now he's starting to speed up. So they've got that distance back. So, and that is the way it's supposed to be. They're supposed to do the same thing whenever they make the right turns. But, yeah. Anyway, we can jump out here and see what we're doing. Jump out. All right, as you can see down there, we've got a 98% yield bonus, and we're fertilized 100%. And it says it needs rolling. Yeah. We've talked about that. But anyway, if you're new to my channel and you're watching, you'll know that I don't roll. I find it very uncost effective. And the texture to this field, it looks real to me. I really like that texture that we're looking at right here. It looks like a freshly planted field. And they want you to come in and roll after you get done planting. The very next stage after this is you're supposed to roll it. And whenever you do, it turns everything black. I mean, just black. And it looks fake, real fake. So anyway, I've chose not to roll. I don't roll any of my fields. Now, do I believe that rolling is necessary? Yes. In some cases, absolutely. Depending on what you had planted in that field previously, yes. But not after you get done planting. Usually, farmers will come in, if their field needs to be rolled, they'll roll it. Some of them roll it before cultivating. Some roll it right after cultivating. And it's just, say like if you had corn rows, it levels those rolls out and gets ready for the planter whenever the planter comes through and plants. So it just provides more of a flat surface for that planter to plant. So yes, I do believe in rolling, but not after planting. That's just not right. So anyway, we don't plant, or we don't roll, and yeah, that's just kind of the dirt road farmer thing. You know, everybody's got to be a little different. I guess I am. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, we're going to watch these guys get turned around here. Now, they're making another left turn, so their distance, they won't lose any distance here if everything stays true to the way it's been. And boy, it just didn't take long to plant this field. But like I said, the only reason we put these two big planters in here is just to run this test, to see if increasing the convoy distance would help them maintain their distance. And on their right turns, they're still losing distance. So I don't know if they would continue to lose more distance over a period of a large field. I don't know if that distance would keep getting shorter. I don't know. But anyway, well, we have come a long way with Courseplay. I mean, it is sure working a whole lot better now than it was. So anyway, I guess we'll get ready and call this a video. Tomorrow, I think we're going to get started on this field over here in back of us. That's a big canola field, and it's 475 acres. So we'll have a truck set up collecting grain from a buffer cart. We'll collect the grain from the harvesters in our grain cart, dump into the buffer cart, and then the truck will pick it up at the buffer cart and take it to our silo. So anyway, I think we'll probably have 4 harvesters running in that field, and it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun keeping up with them. So as for me, the Dirt Road Farmer, I hope you've liked this video. If so, go down there and smash that like button. I'd sure appreciate it. If you want to follow me and just get a notification whenever I post new content, hit that subscribe button. That'd help me tremendously. But as for today, I think we'll call it a job pretty well done. And as always, thank you for watching